streak 1 year ago.
Let's take you back to last year's semifinal when they were up 2-0 and cruising. And Jared Elliott said, hey, we simply lost our focus and lost our concentration, and they lost 3 sets in a row. Stanford went on to the final and got swept by Penn State. They shook up their preseason routine. They had summer workouts at 6 a.m. Everybody stayed in Austin over the summer to work out together. And it was all geared towards getting past the semis and giving themselves a shot at a championship this year. And it's been because of that fighting spirit. They've been carrying the boxing gloves with them this season. And they are looking to knock out the 2-time defending champs here tonight.
There have been a lot of punches thrown by both teams tonight. And it's last team standing. What a match. All it's been built up to be. This has been anticipated since August in the world of women's college volleyball. The number 1 preseason, the number 2 preseason. They stayed that way the entire season, right on into the NCAA, seeding the 2 teams 1 and 2.
They will be talking about this Penn State team for a long, long time. And what a capper to their story it would be if they could finish it up here, the senior class, down 0-2 to win the finals for a 3rd straight year. The races to 15 have to win by 2. Megan Hodge slowed down by the block. And Hooker's tip is sent back.
I'm not sure that was a wise choice by Hooker. They had another touch. She didn't have to tip that ball and gave the opposing blockers a chance to throw it to the floor.
Engel looking for Fawcett. Hodge wants it. Hodge gets it. Hodge cannot terminate.
Hodge isn't getting quite off the net far enough in transition. She needs to turn and run away and then run back. Just got under that ball too much. Didn't get a good, strong approach. But look for this senior pair, Alicia Glass, the setter, and Megan Hodge, to work their magic. Try to get the ball to Hodge a lot in the last few plays.
Glass gets it to Hodge. Texas couldn't track it down. Set number 5 in the national championship match. Undefeated Penn State once beaten Texas. The top 2 teams all year long. We are tied in the 5th after Texas took the first 2 sets. Penn State the next 2. And Fawcett gives Texas the lead. The 4th title for Penn State. It would be a 3rd consecutive for the first time in the sport's history. Texas 5 points away from the title. Blair Brown with the kill.
That's the player who has to get set in that last rotation. Megan Hodge is in the back. Ariel Wilson's out of the game. Blair Brown can come up with a few key ones on the other side. Got to look for Hooker to get the ball here.
And she does.
That's the natural choice. Watch her come flying from the right part of your screen. Look at how high she is, right over again, as her opposing coach says, rendering that block useless. Now, can the other team control that hard serve? Oh, what a nice save.
Blair Brown right at Hooker. Dorton, second chance, and they get it.
It's a 4-point game.
Brown, another tough serve. And Penn State has the lead.
Coach
Texas is arguing.
Thinks that Wilson hit the net. I'm not sure she did, so he wants to cool off. You're not allowed to touch the net in volleyball, but the net was jumping. So when she takes this swing, is it her hand hitting the net, or is it the ball hitting the net? Texas feels like it was her hand. Let's see right there. No, the hand did not hit. That was all ball. You see how she stopped her swing. Had she followed through any more, she would have touched the net. but you can see it pretty clearly. The ball actually pushed the net down, and there was space between her hand and the net. We'll see it one more time. She did a nice job of holding back, and I think Texas's coaches are doing a nice job right now of not protesting that call anymore. They have to focus on the next play. Set up what they want to do on offense in the timeout. Get a good pass. Get a good set to the proper hitter in that situation. So Texas making the right choice. Don't dwell on things you can't control.
Penn State with its first lead of this set. We are going to 15. You have to win by 2.
One other note, both teams passing very well this particular set, this 5th set. And I think it's just because there's some nerves. They're not serving as tough. They want to keep the ball in the court. And that's probably a good choice. Keep the ball in the court, make the other team beat you.
Penn State, 101 wins in a row. Looking for the 3rd straight championship. Trying to come back from an 0-2 deficit tonight. Texas trying to put those streaks to bed, and Brown with the service error.
Coach Rose looking very cool over there, marking down another stat of something that didn't get done right. But boy, was that a bad miss. Force a team to call a timeout and then serve it into the bottom of the net.
Dortz serving for Texas.
Oh, that was out.
Dorton makes them pay anyways.
What a huge play by Dorton.
The freshman doesn't have a ring for herself yet. Not a part of the last 2 titles, and she has been that emotional center tonight.
And she took the number of the player who does have a couple, Nicole Fawcett, who graduated last year.
Hooker looking for a touch. No! Championship points to come for Penn State.
And you could see the Penn State bench, a couple of the coaches screaming, watch for the tip on this next play. Hooker hit that last ball out. If she gets a little tentative, she always has the play that can get her out of trouble, and that's the short tip. It's been working for her a lot, but it's easy to control if you're in the right spot.
Penn State looking for a 3rd straight. Let's revisit the last 2. Free ball, Nittany Lions. Glass to Megan Hodge. It's over. The Penn State Nittany Lions are the 2007 national champions. Krista's going to set it. Fawcett running in. Off the block. The national championship for the 2nd year in a row goes to a perfect Penn State Nittany Lion team. 38-0. And this current edition of Nittany Lions trying to become the 5th team to win the title undefeated in the NCAA era. It happened a couple of times back in the AIAW days. Down 0-2 in this match tonight, and now 2 championship points to win it.
And the other thing is Penn State's very happy to have Megan Hodge up at the net now. Even if they don't win this play, they get to receive serve with Hodge up there to get to take a swing for the title.
Texas saves one of them, and now Penn State in serve receive for a championship point.
You have 2 front court hitters for Penn State. Hodge, Wilson, Brown in the backcourt.
Ashley Engel's been serving tough all night. Quilico to Glass on the overpass. Wilson